outfit.
I love your outfit. We're kind of coordinated.
I know,
like,
you wear your green-inspired number.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you?
We're margarita colors.
Yes.
Yes.
No problem with that.
Not at all.
Happy Juneteenth, though.
Yes, happy Juneteenth.
So what's important to reflect on for you on this day?
I mean, it's interesting. I didn't actually grow up celebrating Juneteenth. And I actually I got to do some charity work with this incredible woman named Opal Lee. She's an activist. And her dream was to make Juneteenth a national holiday before she passed away.
Yeah.
I think she's in her 90s.
It's
she looks
actually
like
incredible.
She
looks
like she's in her
life.
60s. You know how Black people do.
Yeah. Don't brag about it. Don't you brag about it.
She's never gonna crack.
I'll be over here like a Shar-Pei, holding on.
You look incredible, lady.
You're nice. There's a lot of makeup. Okay.
You and me both. But it's exciting for her to see that in her lifetime, and for so many people who've grown up fighting for not just civil rights for African Americans, but for all people to see something like this be celebrated. For people who don't know, Juneteenth was the time in Texas where the enslaved people finally found out that they were free, which was like a year after it happened.
Yeah.
It's like when you get a bad report card and you throw it in the trash. People didn't want to tell them about it.
Yeah.
And so now we're celebrating when the final emancipation.
Because they were free, but nobody told them.
No one told them. They
yeah.
kept it from them. They thought they would just get a few more months work out of them.
Really
Isn't
hope
that so
karma caught up with it.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to remember our history. It's how we become
don't
stronger, so we don't repeat it. And you know, Black history is American history. It's all American history. It's important to learn about these things and to celebrate what's exciting and positive about it, which is that we're always moving forward towards a better future in this country.
Yes, better versions of us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you've said that you initially, when you were younger, you defied stereotypes that people would throw your way. So what would you do then that would defy that?
Well, I was the only Black kid in my school until I was like 14 or 15 years old.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm also 6 feet tall, and I've been this tall since I was like 4. So
it was hard to blend in.
I was a little human sore thumb. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just like crushing people's Legos and breaking their dreams.
Do you think this is when comedy came in, in your future?
You know, I mean, I think Chris Rock also talked about this, that when you're kind of an outsider, you start to be funny to fit in, also maybe keep from getting your butt kicked on the playground.
You make the joke about yourself before somebody else can.
You beat them to the joke. So yeah, it probably is where it came from. But also, everyone was always telling me what I couldn't do. Like, girls don't do this, Black people don't do this. So I just went the opposite way. I was a skateboarder, I was a snowboarder, I listened to punk rock and heavy metal. I was like, I'm just gonna do what I wanna do. You know,
We would have been friends. Your mom, both of our mothers were teachers, and I heard that your mom actually, she didn't ever teach at my school, but your mom taught at your school. That's hard.
My mom taught at my elementary school.
Okay.
And people
so
were like,
maybe
was
you were
it
too
weird?
young.
I was a little kid.
Okay.
But it was funny. I think my mom really didn't want there to be any kind of like preferential treatment or anything like that. So she pretty much ignored me all the time, you know? It was like when you're out in a secret relationship, you're like, no eye contact, no eye contact.
Yeah.
So like I would fall and she'd be like, somebody do something about that. I'm like, Mom!
I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm right here, I'm bleeding. She's like, you'll be all right, walk it
You know
off.
what hurt me one time was like, my mom was friends with teachers. So I had this one coach that was literally walked up to me in junior high. It's already junior high sucks.
The worst.
Puberty is so not
It pretty much starts sucking until you're like 45.
Oh my God, it was so hard. And this coach walked up to me at the beginning of the season and was like, just because I know your mom doesn't mean I'm gonna be nice to you. And I was like, this is not like a privilege that you get to, I was like, what?
Dude, we didn't even have this conversation.
So hard on me, and whatever. That was the look at her show, Criminal Minds Evolution, which you can see on Paramount Plus. So we're gonna talk about your show, but first we have to talk about it's organic cocktails.
Yes.
Okay, how did you get into this? Where did this come from?
Well, I love a great cocktail.
Yeah.
And I love to make them at home, and they were like so much work. It was messy and it was confusing, and you'd have these great cocktails in a bar, and then you'd get home and you'd be like,
oh, you try to do it. It's like getting your hair done and trying to do what they did.
At home, yes. It's like it never works.
No.
So I wanted to make something for people to enjoy at home where they don't have to go through any of the mess of making a cocktail.
Okay.
And so I wanted to make something that was different. It's organic. There's only 3 ingredients: organic tequila, organic triple sec, and organic lime. No colors, no artificial flavors. And in my opinion, and I know I'm a little biased, it's the best tasting ready to drink margarita.
Well, wait, let's do it. Okay.
I'm so excited for you to try
cheers.
it. Would it be horrible? She was like, oh no. It's clear. The margarita's clear.
And it looks watered down, but it's
I know, it's not. Oh no, it's foolproof.
Because I'll tell you what, my favorite drink is actually tequila, but usually I do it straight with just salt and lime.
I see.
But this is nice.
I'm really proud of it. Yeah. And I really do believe that it's about drinking smarter, not more. So like one great drink hits the spot. You know what I mean?
Well, I do know what you mean, because if I have more than one drink, then someone is carrying me home. Like, I can't,
We can lean on each other
I am like such a lightweight. I really don't drink often. And so when I do, It is a moment. It is a moment.
Well, we're having it together.
Yeah, yeah. That's really good.
Thank you.
Well, you claim that you can tell a lot about a person from their favorite drink. So if I said mine was tequila, what does that say about me?
Okay, so this thing is typically a little not safe for work. I'll try to make it clean for the show, but okay.
Please don't.
Okay, so what? Okay, what your drink says about you? Tequila, neat.
Yeah, neat
Tequila,
with just
neat.
A lime and a little salt.
She's strong, she's sexy,
Okay.
she's tough.
Okay.
Don't come up to her the wrong way because she'll pop you in the throat.
Hey! I love this. You've just described me to a T.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's awesome.
I'm glad I got the little Kelly flourish at the end.
Wait, yeah. Do people come up to you? Because this is a thing with you about favorite drinks. Do they come up to you all the time?
I did a series on Instagram that was just what your favorite drink says about you.
Yeah.
And it was just like a little thing we did. We were kind of messing around, and people just run up to me on the street. They're like, what does it say about me? What does it say about me?
Yeah,
I'm like, it says security is what it says about you.
It says maybe you should talk to someone qualified.
Exactly.
Yes.
Why are you drinking out of plastic cup on the street? But it's fun. It's fun, and I love that people have responded to it.
Yeah, it does say a lot about. I will say my favorite thing other than alcohol is tea. What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Oh, okay. So
I love tea so much.
I love coffee. I love coffee so much that when I go to bed at night, I think I can't wake up to get up in the morning and drink some coffee. Like that's how I think about it.
I'm like this too, and the ritual
it.
of it. I do like tea a bit more, but coffee, yeah.
I turned into an old Italian man recently.
Okay.
I don't know. You know when you get older, you're just like, I'm just gonna be weird now. I'm not worried about y'all no more.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is, especially if I'm in a town where I'm working and I don't live, is I'll pick a coffee house and I'll walk like a couple of miles to it for a workout. Yeah. And then I order an espresso and I drink it standing up in the coffee shop, and I complain to everybody as they come in.
Oh my God. You
call that an outfit?
Oh my God, you are the older person.
Exactly.
I can't do straight up espresso. You're on another level. I can't.
Love it.
My energy, I would be like,
it put hair on your chest.
Yeah. So Criminal Minds Evolution.
Yeah.
This is a new season. Sorry.
New season.
So what's going on?
So this is season 17.
Yeah, there's a lot of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I feel incredibly fortunate to be on a show that's been on TV this long.
That's
it's really
incredible.
rare for any television show to go this many seasons. And this is season 17. We moved to Paramount in season 16, and the show just evolved into something completely different, hence the name. Because on network TV, you had to play it a little safe, a little clean. It was like broadcast, but now we're on streaming, so it's just more real. We can curse. The stories are a little bit more edgy, and we get to spend more time with the characters, with their relationships, with their personal lives. So there's just this emotion to the show that we didn't have before. And this season I directed episode 7, which is coming up, and I just feel like we're able to tell these bigger, badder, edgier, darker stories. And I don't think many shows can say they're doing their best work in season 17, but that's what is happening.
It's incredible. That's why I got tripped up on saying it's a new season, but it's like it's not a new show. It's been on forever. That's 17
amazing. Seasons, it's crazy. And
people pray for that kind of longevity.
Oh my God, every day.
Yeah, this fickle industry.
Sweet black baby Jesus, come on.
With the golden dappas.
And what's weird is you'll travel and you'll turn on the TV in a hotel room in Italy or in Portugal or wherever, in Japan, and there'll be your face with some crazy person's voice coming out of your mouth.
I love that.
And it's amazation. It's a gift. I love the show so much.
Super fun when that happens.
It's super sweet. And it's spooky, and it inspires a lot to go into law enforcement.
Forensic psychologist. That's sexy. Come on.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
So you have lots of projects going on. So do you think you're going to do stand-up again, or are you?
Yeah, it's so funny because both Wanda Sykes and Chris Rock have both been like, you have to go back and do stand-up. I'll pick those names up that I just dropped.
Yeah, I would drop them too. Yeah.
And it was flattering because I didn't even really think anybody was thinking about it. But you really have to have something to say. You know what I mean? It has to be something that's like in your body. And I know it must be like that for you with songwriting, right?
For me, musically, I have to. Like people are like, oh, write something. I'm like, no, wait. And then by the time you do wait, then you're like, oh, I wish I didn't have this to write about.
So yeah, I'm writing now. I don't know when I'm going to go back to it, but I just started writing a new special, so we'll see.
Should.
Yeah,
you should.
Great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take another short break. Aisha's show is Criminal Minds Evolution, which is such a great new title. I love that. It's on Paramount Plus, and check out her new organic cocktail line. It is so good. It's called Losophy. Go online wherever you find your lovely alcohol beverages.